Hey guys, what is going on? I just wanted to do this quick video and give you an update on the Toronto real estate market. What's happening? We're living in some crazy times, so I hope you're all doing well and staying safe during the quarantine, COVID, coronavirus, lockdown situation. Had a lot of clients who are asking me what's going on in the Toronto real estate market in terms of the prices, in terms of the number of sales. So just want to do a quick video update on what I think is going on right now, and also what I think is going to be happening in the next few months in the short term, the next 3 to 6 months or so. So we're going to get into it right now. All right, so if you're new to this channel, do me a favor and subscribe to it and hit that like button if you find this video useful. I've got a lot of clients who are asking me what's going on with the marketplace right now. I just read a report in the Toronto Star that the number of sales is down by 69% compared to this time last year for the first 2 weeks of April, which is to be expected, obviously, because everybody's on lockdown here in Toronto, the GTA area. There's a lot of sellers who are on hold right now, so the number of listings has dropped dramatically as well. So what I'm finding right now, if you are a seller, obviously the beginning part of 2020 was super busy. The first 10 weeks into mid-March, the market was very active, super hot, lots of bidding wars, a lot of agents listing low and creating a bidding war situation, so a lot of multiple offer situations. So it's definitely more of a seller's market. And really the last 2-3 years probably has been definitely more of a seller's market overall. So if you're a buyer right now, if you're still employed, if you still are looking to buy a house or a condo in the Toronto area, this could be a super opportunistic time for you to get a good deal on a property at fair market value or even below it as well. The reason why I say that, obviously there's a lot less listings out there right now, but the sellers that are on the market may have to sell. So there could be a good time to buy and get a better deal than you typically could have done even 5 or 6 weeks ago. So if you're a buyer, you've been looking to buy a condo or a house and you've been complaining for the last 2 or 3 years, you've lost out on bidding wars many times, and there's a lot of buyers out there. I've gone through it with some of my clients myself. This could be a great time to buy something right now, especially if you're going to be keeping hold of it for the long term or at least 2 or 3 years. Seriously look at what's going on right now, because sellers do not have as much negotiating power as they did just a few months ago. Get into the market now. Now, when it comes to selling, if you have to sell, you have to sell. It's tough to really time the real estate market. People try and do it, but nobody knows what's going to happen. I mean, nobody really saw what was going to happen with the whole coronavirus thing, and nobody expected we'd be in the situation that we are today. I'm filming this video on, it's April the 22nd, so it's kind of been on lockdown for just over a month, 5 weeks or so right now. People that are on the market right now definitely are serious sellers, and the buyers that are looking right now are definitely serious buyers. So if you're a seller and there are people coming to your house or your condo to do a view-in, they're going to be more of a serious buyer than people may have been a couple months ago that were just looking but maybe not as serious. Buyers that are out right now are very serious. For example, I just listed a condo at 88 Scott Street in St. Lawrence Market, downtown Toronto. We listed it at $1.7 million, and we listed it just as this thing was kicking off. It was a Thursday, I think March 12th. Let me just check that. Yeah, it was a Thursday, March the 12th. And I remember this because I'm a big NBA basketball fan. And on March the 11th, that Wednesday, was when they started to cancel some of the NBA games. And we listed the next day. So this is right at the beginning when all this started to kick off in North America. And this is a higher end condo listing. Like I said, we're listed at $1.7 million on March the 12th. I ended up selling it just a few weeks later on April the 1st. The buyer that we had coming in, they started off at a really low price, like trying to undercut, kind of to test the seller to see how desperate we were to sell. We stood our ground. We were looking to sell, but we wanted to sell for the right price. We ended up selling the condo for $1.635, which is a new record for that building, for that particular layout. I know because I sold a previous one last year for a little bit less than that. So my point of this is that there is still activity in the marketplace. places are still selling, whether it's a condo, whether it's a house. There's just the activity level is a lot lower, obviously. And I understand that. Everybody's on lockdown. There have been some job losses as well. So maybe some buyers are not going to be looking right now. And whenever there's a lot of fear and uncertainty in the marketplace, sellers are going to, be cautious. They're not sure what's happening. Buyers think maybe the prices are going to come down and they want to wait, but it's really, really difficult to time the marketplace. Okay, so my prediction for the next 3 to 6 months is this. In terms of the general situation, I think we're going to start to see some businesses open up in May, and then we're going to see more open up in June and July, and it's going to slowly progress. I think we're going to do this very cautiously here in Toronto or Ontario. And then in terms of the real estate market, I still think things are going to be slow for the next 2 to 3 months. But as businesses and the economy starts to open up again, the buyers are going to come back into the marketplace. A little bit more certainty is going to be there. So if you're buying, I would suggest to buy in the next 2 to 3 months. It's going to be a better opportunity. If you're selling and you're able to wait for 2 or 3 months and maybe list sometime in the summertime or even in the fall, there's going to be more of a normal marketplace at that point and more buyers in the marketplace looking to buy. So I'm not sure if it's going to be more of a balanced market. I think it will be maybe towards the end of the year. But just generally, if the rates are still low, the economy's going to be getting back to normal, immigration continues, by the end of the year, I think we're going to lean more towards a seller's market, exactly how it was in January, February, and early March. So that's my little 2 cents on where I think the market is right now and where I think the market's going to be in the next few months. We'll watch this video in a few months and see if I was right or not, but let's wait and see what happens. So just to quickly summarize, the market's on hold right now. There is still some activity. If you're buying, it's going to be a great opportunity to buy because it's going to have a lot less competition. If you're selling, stick to your guns. Try and get a fair market value for your place when you're able to sell it. You may get some lowball offers just with the current situation. There's always going to be opportunistic buyers out there that want to try and get a deal and take advantage of people that maybe have to sell or financially in a tough situation and need to sell. But if you can hold out, if you're a seller for the next little while and then wait till the market gets a little bit more active, you'll get pretty much the price that you'd be getting back in February or early March this year as well. So if you like this video, you got any value out of it, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel. If you do have any questions about the market, just hit me up in the comments below and I'll respond to you that way. All right, stay safe and take care. Catch you in the next one. Bye.